Hey, everybody. We've got a very special 2 p.m. show today. We've got a new issuer chatting with us, Ayurcann, ticker symbol AYUR on the CSE. Had a pretty fun little pre-interview. Excited to get into some ideas. So buckle up. Let's get started. Yeah, that's how you react when people took. Joining us is Igal Sudman from it's pronounced Ayurcann.
Ayurcann.
Ayurcann. And okay, Ayurcann. Yes. Okay. Should have gone over that in the pre-interview, but I was too excited. I was too excited about this idea that you were telling me about, that selling my own cannabis products through you guys, and that kind of threw me off. As this is where entrepreneurs can work with you.
You're locked up. You're locked up.
Okay. Did we freeze? There we go.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Okay. So let's start with the 2-minute elevator pitch for Ayurcann. What's the 2-minute elevator pitch?
Yeah, so we really position ourselves as a B2B co-packer for the cannabis industry. We're working on 2 different verticals. One is to support our partners, other LPs, when they require extraction or distillate services, and the second is working with brands or people that want to bring brands into the market. With our sales license, we're able to produce product and concentrate on manufacturing and sales, while the brand itself or other LP is concentrating on doing the marketing for themselves.
Okay, so if I were, let's say that I'm a marketing type and I wanted to work with you to create my own product, do you guys have a sales license, or would I have to go out and get a sales license?
No, we have all the licenses that Health Canada provides, so a processing license as well as a sales license. So the intention is for brands that they're able to come to us. We'll work on formulations with them directly, specifically to what they want to bring to the market. A lot of people have been obviously active in the vape space, so we can produce the product, package it, and put it on the shelves. And the responsibility of the brand is really to concentrate on the marketing legally, obviously, within the guidelines that are allowed by Health Canada.
Okay, so you guys just went public as a Canadian cannabis issuer. It's obviously hasn't been the greatest, last say 12 to 24 months for Canadian cannabis issuers. What is it that makes you guys different and makes you guys feel that you're going to be able to get to positive cash flow and do what all the other cannabis companies have failed to do?
So we are positive. I mean, we'll have financials obviously coming out to attest to that. Our intention and the reason that we went public is exactly what you said. Majority of cannabis companies have raised, tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars, and we're not able to, and still not able to show positive EBITDA. We build a facility. We raise friends and family about $1 million total. We're doing a small raise right now, but before that, we raised about $1 million. We build a facility. We're extracting on a biomass scale about 1,500 kilos a week now, which is probably substantially more than majority of companies, small, private or public, and we're able to produce profitably. So a lot of companies are moving away from doing vertically integrated. That's how a lot of them started. But now they're moving away to co-packing, and that's where we positioned very well. We're concentrating on working with other LPs as a pure B2B. We don't have our own products. We work with other people's products or manufacturing requirements.
Okay, so what are those products that you guys are in the process of, or that you guys manufacture?
So we don't touch the flower, meaning we don't do pre-rolls or flower, bulk flower for sale. That's a different business than us. We think that the market is, and it's attested to it worldwide, especially in the US, which they're probably a little bit ahead of us. but 60, 70, 80% of product is oil-based or distillate-based, and that's what we're concentrating on. So a majority of the things that we do, obviously we do the distillation. We have hundreds of kilos available at any one time, both on the CBD and THC side, to provide to LP instantly. And then we have the ability, obviously, to do vapes, tinctures, and topicals. That's specifically what what our verticals are that we're concentrating on.
Okay, so are there any brands right now that you guys are operating under that you can disclose?
So we have a couple of brands that we are representing or reached out to us. A couple of them are from Israel and Europe. They're going to be coming out, Fuego and Vida, on the topical. On the vape side as well as the tincture side. We're working on a couple other ones that are more health oriented, so it's going to go towards the medicinal. But we're working on that still, so that information will come out shortly.
Okay, Jay, you got a question?
Yeah. So, how much capacity do you have in terms of extraction as well as manufacturing?
Yeah, so we concentrating. We do ethanol extraction. We feel it's the most efficient way of extracting. We are able to do about 200,000 kilos a year. With our expansion now that we are finalizing, hopefully, or finishing building out, hopefully in the next 4 to 6 weeks, we should be able to do that, gear that up to around 300,000. From a filling point of view, we're able to do around 5,000 vapes a day, so close to probably 1 million units in a year.
What kind of margins do you think you're going to be able to get out of like, let's just say, your typical products?
So because we are really a B2B play, we are not really spending money on marketing and sales per se. What we provide, most LPs need. We're able to efficiently extract or fill. Our margin are, I think, substantially higher, and the attestation to it is the fact that we only raised $1 million. We have all the equipment. We have no debt in place. So we have about 10,000 square feet, about 8,500 square feet under license, and we're producing. We're producing about at any one time, like I said, 1,000 to 1,500 kilos of biomass a week of input. If an LP calls us, they don't have to wait 2, 3, 4 months to have distillate delivered to them. They call us the next day, 2 days from now, they have it on their shelf, on their facility, so they're able to fulfill the POs that a lot of them getting from the provinces.
So why is it that you're able to do it cheaper than the other companies?
We're just better. For lack of anything else, we work. Our burn rate is lower. Both myself and my partner came from private businesses. We've never been able to run a business that loses money. We don't believe in it. We believe that every dollar that either we spend or people have given us, it's like our own money, and that's how it's treated. We want people to make money moving forward with us, and that's one of the reasons that we went public. We want our story to be heard and to show that we are completely different.
So what actually brought you into the cannabis market? I mean, you guys, as we've mentioned, you got into the market a bit late relative to some of your peers. So what was it that really drove you to go, hey, let's take a shot at cannabis?
Yeah, so myself and my partner had, before we got involved with this, we had actually a crypto mining company that we set up in Winnipeg, and we sold to a public company, and we're both entrepreneurial. We've been involved in a variety of different businesses, all of them successful, and have grown it, be it a distribution, franchising, sales, whatever it may be. We put our head down and we work. We put our money where our mouth is. And it proves cannabis. Yes, we understand that we came a little bit early to the game, but from day one, a lot of people that came into the cannabis, obviously went after the major growing cultivation, bigger the bigger the better. We never believed in it. We understood that growing and cultivation is a commodity oriented play, and it can't last. Like the amount of production or cultivation that was done and is still being done cannot be sustained in the market. And I think it's proven the fact that there's obviously a lot of reports. There's millions, if not billions, of grams that are just sitting there. So our concentration was always into the co-packing and the support of other LPs. We really believe in the Magna model, let's say the Magna Automotive compared to the Tesla model, where Magna you have you're working within the industry to support the industry. If you are able to do the Tesla model, there's only one Tesla, right? Like I'd rather be a Magna and work with a variety of different LPs that are able to be successful and for us to support them because we are financially sound and our production is at par.
Okay, so when you guys do a contract with, say, one of the LPs, do you guys put much time into the diligence of, or perhaps a better question, do you guys ask to get paid up front before you go to all the trouble of, buying product and processing it for them, or like how does that deal structure work with you and an LP?
Yeah, so I think we're different in that way as well now. What happens is that not a lot of people are doing toll services anymore. We obviously offer that. So if an LP is doing cultivation and they have 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, whatever kilos that they have, we'll give them a quote, we'll give them a price, they'll send it to us, and then we'll be able to process it for them, for a fee. But we are also able to finance them. Yeah. So with a small deposit, or they pay us, when basically we send them the product back. And then we give them, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days now because, cash crunch. If we're using their biomass, we are consistently buying, because of our capacity that we have, 500 to 1,000 kilos is normal what we buy on a weekly basis or bi-weekly basis. So we have some good relationships. We buy trim, flour. It has to be obviously to a certain standard. All Health Canada approved and certain potency. So we buy on a continuous basis. We have inventory in place all the time. And I think that the viability of the product that we have and the fact that we can help finance the buyers, is working to our benefit. Basically, if they call and they say, okay, I need 1 kilo or I need 50 kilos, I'm able to ship them tomorrow. If they're making, bath products and they need it mixed with MCT oil, or they're making edibles, it needs to be mixed or formulated, I'm able to do it, send it within a couple of days.
Okay, so you guys are getting into edibles, and the next question I was going to have was beverages. Or are you thinking of getting into those as well?
No, we work with we don't manufacture. We don't. Not that we don't believe in it, but we're trying to concentrate on a certain segment of the industry. So we feel that basically what's happening is our model is based on two sections, right? One is the distillate inventory that we're able to produce. So edible companies, beverage companies, whoever manufactures or has the manufacturing lines in place are able to buy the distillate from us, finish the formulations if they need emulsification, whatever they need, do it in-house and then infuse it. Or if we need to do the finished product that we are concentrating on, be it the vape, tinctures, or topicals, we can do that in-house or in partnership with somebody.
Okay, so are you guys cash flow positive right now, or near there?
Yes, we are. We've been basically from day one. If you, like I said, we don't spend other people's money unnecessarily. We didn't raise a lot of money, and the numbers will talk for themselves. So, there is no anticipation on our side that we will raise, tens of millions and for them to disappear. That will never happen.
So let's talk about if investors are following this story. What are the near-term catalysts or potential events that they should be looking forward to evaluate your success as a CEO?
So I think that our model, like, we're very focused, and I think for us, and both myself and my partner Roman, we're really focused on the business, and I think that talks to something. We have personally, as well as sort of friends and family, have a large stake in the business. and we're not the CEO or COO in name only. The success of the business correlates directly to our success, in the future. So we work hard. We put our money where our mouth is. I'm here. We're both here. 7 a.m., 7 p.m., weekends, whenever is necessary to make sure that the business works. Some of the customers they call, they can talk to me directly. There's no hierarchy. They don't have to go through 10 different people. If somebody calls me and I need to make a decision is made. My word is my bond. They don't need a lot of paperwork.
Okay, perfect. But are there any? So like it kind of sounds like if we're a shareholder, the best way is to sort of look at the financial statements as they come out, see that you guys are executing and hitting positive cash flow, and ultimately both growing top line and expanding the margins.
That's the idea. I mean, we're gonna go. I think we're gonna have some paperwork to that effect over the next little while. A quarter is done in March. So we'll have that, and like I said, numbers will speak for themselves. The intention is always to have positive cash flow, and we feel very comfortable that the business will grow that way. Obviously, we're going to start looking at some acquisitions, some M&As. I think there's going to be some people that fall by the wayside in the cannabis space, and I think there's going to be some opportunities for other good operators to work together,
and some great tax losses to absorb. That's what I find interesting. If you're able to produce substantial income, is a lot of these companies obviously have lost tremendous amounts of money, are heading towards bankruptcy, and that's a heck of a tax shelter if you're able to come up with a strategy that makes sense from an M&A standpoint that the CRA agrees with.
Yeah.
I looked into that briefly. Well, thanks so much, Igal, for joining us today. We're going to be following the story and devoting coverage to you guys. So I'm rooting for you. You guys are right around the corner from where I live, and I was telling you before that I bought my first vape pen. This isn't you guys; it's somebody else. Last week, so I'm excited to try your products. Although I'm not marketing your products. If you're watching, regulators. But I am really excited to try them and follow the story and see how it plays out. And hopefully you'll come back on as more news develops.
Definitely. And like I said, you guys are welcome to come by anytime, very open that way. And, maybe we'll discuss that brand that you want to put up.
Yeah. The SmallCapSteve vape pen coming to a cannabis store near you soon. Thank you for joining us, Igal.
Thank you.
Take care.
Okay. Take care.